Welcome. It's great to see you. Thanks for coming. We're going to go through a quick little tour of the warehouse and show you kind of the behind the scenes of what's happening to make all of the events so pretty. So come this way. Kind of like behind the behinds. So I'm going to start showing you one of my favorite things within the warehouse is our conveyor belt for our linens. So all the linens, after they get bagged, we're kind of seeing it the opposite way. So come this way and I'll show you from the beginning of the conveyor belt down. So when all the dirty linens arrive in, they come over here and they get sorted out by color and by size. And then they go through the wash and then they do a press. And it's kind of like watching the linen ladies do a dance while they're folding. You can actually see them in action over here. It's kind of like a tango of two, and they sit there and they fold them as they come out of the press, and they put them on the hangers, and then they're able to put them on the conveyor belt over here, and it goes up, and then after it goes up, it comes down here, and they get bagged, sealed, and then they take this all the way around and it drops down into our linen department, where then they are able to put them back on the shelf and get them ready for the next trip out the door for the next big event. So, and then behind the linen department is actually the tent department. And let's see what we have going on here. So when all the sidewall and all the tents come in, they get laid down, they get sorted. This big machine over here is where they get washed in there, and then they come out and they lay them out, and then they scrub them, give them any more details that they need. And once they're clean so that they dry and don't mildew out, they actually get hung, and then they get raised up by pulleys. And then we have these big fans behind you that'll blow on them, and then we also have the fans on the ground so that all the tent parts, the vinyl, gets actually dried out. And then once it's all dried, they get wrapped up, they get tagged, and they get put on the shelf. So here you can see it's all neat and orderly, and they have forklifts that take them up to get the items, and then they're able to pull the actual vinyl or the sidewall, because all the tent parts or the tent vinyl comes in mids, it comes in ends, and then they're able to actually sort them and find them quickly for the next tent. So we'll go this way. It's kind of big U-turn. You can see it, like these are the kind of tags that are on all of them so that they're able to quickly find what they need. So then you have more of the hardware for the tents. So all of our heaters are over here. And then you get into more of like our structure type equipment, where we have the glass doors, we have the glass walls. Those kind of items are going to be stored in here. We have our loading dock for our tents. So if you would come this way, I can show you that. And we do a lot of our loading back here for all of our trucks that are going out. And so a lot of the heavier items are going to be found here. So you're going to find your staging, and see here, we already have stuff pulled. This looks probably for a wedding going out, some items pulled to get loaded for tomorrow. So over here, you're going to have more of the tent parts. You're going to have your tables, more of the things that are going out that are really heavy, so that they're closer to the truck, so you're not carrying heavy items all the way from the other end of the warehouse and back. But then a lot of our stuff is actually stored outside too, because it's weather resistant. So a lot of our structure tents are going to be outside. Concrete weights, a lot of the flooring, that kind of stuff is going to be out this way. So now in this section, you're going to have more, they don't look pretty, but these are the road cases for our bars. So the road cases protect the bars. So you've got in this area, you've got like bars, you've got more of our lounge, outdoor furniture seating. And then come this way and you'll see where everything gets cleaned. So this is where all the, hola. So all of the dirty dishware comes in and they'll stage it on the other side of this room. And then it comes in and then it gets cleaned here. And then they get bagged in their crates and then covered and then they go on the shelves. So all of this is like your catering perspective. And then earlier I was saying about the linens, they get dropped down right here on this conveyor and then they get hung on this rack. Now this is a great place. Hola, Tamo. So this is where the fabrication department, and this is where they're making new bars, they're making new items, but then there also would be repairs. So if this bar came in, needed some fixing up, they're gonna fix that. So, and they're amazing. They can make the neatest things. You envision it and they can create it. It's so talented. So we'll continue this way. So in this area, you're gonna have more of your kind of like unique items, like your hedge walls. You're gonna have the grills. You're gonna have planter boxes that we use for market lights and umbrellas that are freestanding. And then here we've got a lot of bar stools and into our Palmer tables. And these we acquired mostly for like golf tournaments. So that they could be outside and withhold the wet weather because they're just resin bar stools. But it's been amazing because they've been used for multiple idea events. And so when I have my golf tournaments, I literally have to put them on an order a year out or else I might not get them because people are needing them. But rocking chairs, and then you get more into like the chairs. So you've got the Chiavari chairs and all the different styles, the bar stools. Then you get to the will call area. So if you are just a homeowner or even your own business and you have a small enough order that you can actually pick up from will call, this will be the area that you go to. It's a great option for people that don't want to pay for the delivery or don't want to pay for the weekend delivery. They're able to come here and pick up their own items. And we have 2 docks set aside for them, and they just back up, and Troy helps them and loads up, gets them in the car, and then they can bring them back to us. And then this is where we do our transfers. So we transfer to Raleigh, Columbia, and Greensboro, and they stage it. And so years ago, it used to be that we would go to those stores, but we were needing to transfer more. So they come to us, and this is where they stage what they need to pick up, and then they load it up, and out they go to go fulfill for the next job. And they bring back stuff too, and it'll get staged here and then get pulled away, so. And then I'll take you now to see, now that you've seen the whole warehouse, I'm gonna take you to see logistics, and then we'll go upstairs and kind of see what's upstairs too. And this is just a break room for the employees so that they're able to dine and have lunch. Hola. And then down this way, you can see where all the operations takes place. The magic of the logistics team. I'm not sure anybody's in there right now. They're busy doing their stuff, but I'll take you in and you can see the board because that's pretty impressive to see how much we have going on. So here's where the board, this is for this week. Looks like they've cleaned up and starting getting ready for December. But then they assign who's going on what truck, and they put down the jobs and what the route name is. And this is they have it computerized too, but this is the easy way anybody can come in and look. The drivers can come in and look. Alejandro can come in and look. Alejandro is our warehouse puller. So everybody kind of has an idea of what's coming and going. So this gives a nice overview of where you can see like all of the linens and into the catering perspective. And what you can see in this shot is literally half of the building, right? So there's so much more beyond, but it's kind of neat because you can see all the chair ties, how neatly they're stacked, all the napkins. It's just amazing how well all the departments keep everything organized. So this takes you into our specialty furniture location. And these are our pullers. Hey, Levon. Hola. So as you can see, they put down little tags so that we know where the equipment goes back to and what they're pulling, and so that it has the name and a picture. So you can see some of this stuff is out, but this is all of our specialty furniture items. The sofas, the rugs, the soft seatings for weddings, corporate events, holidays. So there's some great ones for the Christmas time. We've got the greens and the emeralds. And then several of our sales team is up here as well. Hi, Lisa. So Lisa's here, and then we've got myself, Sarah, Terry, Natasha. We're all up here in various different offices offshooting from this level. And then down this hallway takes you into our executive team, which has lots of our different events, from weddings showcased on the wall to, this was a fundraiser for a nonprofit, Queen's Cup. Most of the exec team's out today, but this is where they all are together. And then we make it back to the showroom. So full circle around, and we're back. So that's the warehouse tour.